She, from birth, was fighting to survive, to live. For the first month, she didn't gain any weight. She was still the same size when we went back to the doctor. Basically because she was eating enough to keep herself alive, but she wasn't eating enough to grow.
Life has never been simple for Amanda and her 16-year-old daughter, Bryanna Morgan. She was born with Down syndrome with several holes in her heart and endured 12 hours of heart surgery as a newborn. But Bryanna is a fighter. After her rocky start, the only health problem she dealt with for years was sinus trouble. A year and a half ago, she had her tonsils removed.
We thought that was the end of it, but that was just the beginning. And shortly after that, she had complications. And when we brought her back to the hospital from those complications, they were doing some tests to find out how they were going to clear that up. And they found the tumor that told us that Bryanna had cancer. We have discovered that nothing happens to us, everything happens for us. And so I knew from the bottom of my heart that she would come through it, and on the other side, we would be better for it.
Doctors found a 3.5-centimeter tumor in her sinus cavity that took 6.5 hours of surgery to remove. That was followed by 18 weeks of chemotherapy and then adult radiation treatments, 37 of them, every single one requiring sedation.
Each time that she was sedated, I would hold her hand and say a prayer and say, God, be with my baby. And he always was. I thank the Lord for places like Ronald McDonald House. We stayed here during our time when she was sick and don't know what we would have done had it not been for them. And the people here were so kind, so understanding. There were people here that were facing similar things that we were going through, and we could sit and talk to them and be there for them and them support us. Our choices were sleep in the car at the hospital or come here. So thank the Lord this was here, because that was our only other option.
For more than 6 weeks, this house was a home away from their McMinnville home. During some of the toughest times the family has ever faced.
Just being able to have a place to come to and sleep in a real bed and rest and know that we were safe. The doors are locked at night, and to know that there was a meal downstairs and that we were close, and if anything happened, we'd be able to be right there. Just so many things that add up to a comfort that you can't find if you're having to drive all the way home every single night. That it just all adds up to a peace that it gave us just to be here.
Fight off predators like T-Rex.
Jeremiah, her younger brother, he had a place to play where he could let off that excess energy and be able to hang out. There were other kids here he could play with.
I like to stay here, have fun, play with toys in the playroom. Yeah, board games, video games, watching movies. Yeah.
Bryanna is now in remission and is celebrating a milestone. With the help of her friends here at the Ronald McDonald House.
She just turned 16, another year. And last year at this time, we were praying so hard that she would have another year. And now we know she's had that year. And now we know she has many more to come.
Happy birthday.
I've said so many times, I wish the world could meet my little girl. It makes you want to grab hold of life and enjoy it for every moment that it is.